What's going on, bro?
Man, I climbed all the way up these damn stairs to the nosebleeds to give a toast to the king,
The
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 king
who?
LeBron James for breaking a record tonight.
That's
I think
all-time scoring record. And
breaking an
I
all-time
ran
scoring
to the
record.
nosebleeds today myself, but not to say. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, tremendous uh accomplishment. But I might well go on and get the question out there, man. So, do that make him the GOAT in your eyes? Cause I don't see it. He top three, but he ain't the one for me.
I, all right,
I
I
said for
gotta.
me.
My answer is complicated as usual. I'm a complicated.
Complicated. Oh
You know,
Lord.
I'm a complicated
Okay.
individual.
Okay.
All right, first off, I want to give a shout out to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
For sure. For
We've
sure.
talked about it before. You know, Kareem only lost shit 2 games between high school and college. You know, went to Milwaukee, won a championship with Oscar Robertson. You know, played in the league till he was 42. You know, that's one hell of a record to break.
Right.
33,688 points or some shit like that.
Okay.
So shout out to Kareem, and then the record stood for 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You know that's our lifetime. So
But
that
you got to think
record has
about this
been,
too, though. Not to cut you off, but ain't no 3-pointers in there.
and wasn't no 3 pointers with
It's the
Kareem
ball
got.
hook shots.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
So that's a lot of scoring. But you know, for LeBron to break this record, a guy that they said was a pass first player, you know, coming into the league, um, just tremendous. You know, 20 years of watching this kid play basketball. Well, he ain't a kid, but watching him play basketball, shit. I remember watching LeBron on ESPN, the first high school games that was coming on TV. You know, at that time, you know, ever, you
right.
know, was this kid, and for him to the expectation. You know, there's been a lot of guys they were supposed to have been good. You know, so Michael Olowokandi. We've heard about all of these guys that were supposed to have been good coming into the league,
Right. That didn't
um,
pan out.
and it didn't work out for him. You
Right.
know what I'm
For
saying?
whatever reason. I
For,
got you.
for for whatever reason, and for him to be able to come into the league and not only live up to the expectations, but to surpass the expectations, and to be discussed with the greatest of all times is accomplishment for LeBron. Um,
I
so,
mean, they've
but
been
I'm gonna
okay. Finish.
no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they've been putting them up there for at least the last 5-6 years. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just saying I think dude nice. Don't get me wrong, but he ain't the GOAT for me. So like you said, finish what you're saying. What's your complicated answer?
because it's a yes and no for me. It's
How you
it's
do
a
yes and no though?
it's a yes because of the man he is, how he's
Off the
avoided
court,
controversy.
yeah, off the
How
court,
many
handle
how
his
many brothers has avoided controversy the way he's avoided it? How he's promoted, you know, as a family man. Who knows what that man do behind closed doors? But I know when the doors are open and the lights are on, he's always, you know, been the father, the husband, you know, the son who gave his mother, you know, come from a single family, gave his mom
If you
everything.
if okay, if and I agree with you. If you go add all that stuff in, he's definitely the GOAT for me. If you adding all that stuff.
Yeah.
But we
So
strictly talking basketball, hell no.
yeah, yes, and that's why I say it's a complicated answer. So
Okay.
for all of those things, I say yes.
Oh, for sure.
LeBron is a GOAT.
For
He come
sure.
from a single family mom in an apartment. You know, so the way he's carried his friends with him. You
And
know,
carried himself through
yeah,
all these years. Yeah,
yes, but
I
all the
agree.
motherfuckers he put on in the process.
Right.
Now they took those opportunities and ran with them and made something up. One of his boys is like in the front office of Cleveland now. Like the Maverick Carter played with him in high
Right.
school. Like all of that shit, man, is just fucking dope to me. And like all of that, all of those things, you know, make him the GOAT
Okay.
to a certain degree.
You know what?
Uh,
You just changed my mind. The fact that you said all that and you bringing all that into play, Hell yeah, he the damn GOAT. Fuck all that bullshit. Let's
He
just call it
did
what it is. Cause I'm just saying, we talk about, we on here talking all the time, and Jordan ain't never did shit but for nobody,
for
but
nobody.
sell motherfucking $300 Jordans and shit, and
Yeah,
he never got nothing to say for nobody. He can hoop his
yeah,
ass off, and he was probably the best basketball player. But when you add in all that, what you just put in, and
yeah,
holding it, like when they say for the culture, holding it down,
yeah. I
LeBron been
mean,
doing that. He's speaking on what he need to speak on. He don't get too far out of pocket. He just say a little something like, "I see you, motherfuckers," or something.
right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like he spoke out on the Jerry Jones
That's
issue.
what I'm saying. He
I
spoke
mean,
out on stuff that you ain't heard Jordan a peep in all these years. So
no,
yeah, if you listen
and
to
you're
about a year,
never gonna hear Jordan do that. Like I mean, again, my knock against Jordan just as a person was how he would go up to the casinos right near our hometown and well, right in our hometown, and not even tip the motherfuckers who were working in the
that's
casinos.
what I'm saying.
You know,
He
we've heard, we know these stories because of where we from,
right.
but you know, to have all that money and have those opportunities to bless people and never, well, didn't do it enough in public
Still ain't
form. Let
doing
me
it.
say
What
it that
you
way.
mean? Still ain't doing it. Like I said, I thought we was just talking basketball, but now that you put all that into play, like you said, but in breaking the all-time scoring record, because I'm sure Jordan wanted it, didn't get it. So you know what I'm saying? Now
I think every player
I'm
wants a
not even
shot.
really a big LeBron fan like that. All you know what I'm saying? I like his game. I think I was really a LeBron fan when he was in Miami with Dwayne Wade and Bosh. I rocked with him, but when he left, I quit rocking with him.
Yeah,
But now you put all that into play for my perspective. I promise you, I I gotta say he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even play with it. He that dude, and
I
I'm gonna rock
never
with
liked his game. You know,
it.
and going
He
to
didn't do
Miami.
nothing with it.
Yeah, I mean, I just felt like he, was shy away in the fourth quarter. You know, kind of like he did tonight. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you're injured and you can't even finish the game.
Hey, we got
Um,
the record, man. We ain't got time.
man, he got the
It
record.
took,
He was done.
it took everything. Hey, he had to get
Man,
that. He trying to get no dubs. He know they ain't going to the playoff.
man. Oh, he was talking about, oh, it's winning time. It's winning time, and then he checked himself out the game. But you know, those are the things I did like about LeBron as a player. And um, but like I said, the man that he is, and all those other things that make him the GOAT. But
It's kind of
you know,
funny.
with the way he went to Miami, hated it, right? Do a fucking
You
TV
hated
show
that,
did a TV show to let the Cleveland fans down. Like all
bro.
those things were like bullshit. He did the KD when the dick riding. Wade had already had his. You know what I'm saying? All those guys were drafted together.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. How did he let Cleveland down?
When he left
Because he
Cleveland,
decided to make it. He didn't owe them nothing.
I'm taking my talents to South Beach. Man, get the
Did
fuck out of
you
here,
see?
man.
Did you see the teams they was putting around him?
Man,
Shaq
listen.
when he was 45 years old. Come on, man.
Man, bro, like I said, man, he went and Dick rode his way to a title, he paved the way for motherfuckers to do it. That's why KD thought it was cool to do it,
See,
and
you say that, but even on them teams, he was the best player.
and this is why I
He didn't
say
take backseat to nobody.
my answer is complicated because basketball wise, I don't think he's the GOAT. Again, greatest passer that we've probably seen since Magic. Um, he won't break Stockton's record. So he had to do something to get his name in the rafters with the pantheons, as they would say. And you know the fact that he played 20 years, kept himself in shape long enough to do it.
Let me
Still,
ask you this question. Let me ask you this question. If he didn't leave and he stayed in Cleveland, broke the same record with no championships under his belt, is he still the GOAT? Or is he
first
just
off,
another or is he just another Charles Barkley? I'm just asking. I
I
just want
mean, he eventually won one in Cleveland, right? So, I mean, he would have got one in Cleveland eventually.
no, he wouldn't. No. You
I
can't
think
say
he
that.
would have.
You
And then
can't
well,
say that. I'm gonna tell you why. He would have never had Kyrie and them if he didn't leave.
I was just going to say that. But
I'm just saying because
we're on the same page about that because the picks and things that they got
so he would have
in exchange for LeBron got Kyrie there. And so, I mean, you never know. History, history it is what it is. We can look at the facts
Do
that's
you
there. We
know the
can't
best
change it.
player that was the best player he had in Cleveland before he went to Miami was Antoine Jameson. And Antoine Jameson could ball, but that was the best player he had in Cleveland. When they was trying to put them little teams together, it was
I
always
mean, he
somebody
went to
on
the
their last
finals.
leg.
He went to the finals against San
But
Antonio.
he
Did you
can't.
forget that?
He couldn't carry it by himself. They swept him, didn't he?
Yeah, they got swept. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, this the finals,
I
and
mean,
that's when the East. That's back when the East was horrible. It was
again,
LeBron James and nobody else.
I went on the record to say Michael Jordan was not the greatest player of all time, and I
You
still
know what?
stand by that. And
If we talk about basketball, just strictly basketball, yes, he is.
well, I
But if
mean,
you
again,
talking
we
about
can
all
we
this
can
other
debate
stuff,
that. Well,
Jordan's probably the
we've
worst player
debated that, and
ever.
we still need to do that show for the
No,
fans.
we
Uh,
definitely gonna do that show. We gotta do that one.
well, we got to do that show for the nosebleeders who in the comment section. But I mean, I don't think LeBron or Michael Jordan is the greatest to ever do it.
Who you got?
I think
Please
that
don't say Will
I
Chamberlain.
think Michael Jordan was the greatest scorer of all time, though he didn't get the scoring title. I think LeBron can go down as probably the most all around player to ever play it. But to
Who's
me,
the beast?
what Steph Curry is doing at 6 foot nothing, you know what I'm saying?
You a
And
prisoner of the moment, man. And I love Steph Curry, but you a prisoner of the
no,
moment.
it's not a
For
prisoner of the
real.
moment. He's got 4 titles in LeBron, supposedly in the LeBron era. You got
Okay,
to
I'm gonna
think,
use your argument. I'm gonna use your argument against you, fucking up the game. Steph is fucking the game up.
yeah,
He's shooting bullshit.
yeah,
He turning
I
around,
agree,
turning his back. He got
bro.
the kids in the leagues we coaching. They shooting bullshit and throwing it
Yeah,
up and turning their back.
yeah.
You can't hit this. Come on, man. And
Gee,
you
I,
go
I
tell him trying
seen
to
it
tell me
live.
Steph.
I was just my youth team just played Kendrick Perkins and the JL3 team. Shout out to Kendrick Perkins, always welcoming on the sideline. Talk a lot of shit. I appreciate it. But before we played them a couple weeks ago, we were watching
Okay.
the game that led to it. It was a great game. Two good teams. And man, this young dude was firing them threes up, but every time he's turning his back, he's doing the
See
Steph
what I'm saying?
Curry. He's counted off 1, 2, 3, doing all this shit, and the other team just kept playing, just kept playing,
Well,
just kept
my
playing.
question to you
Long story
is
short, they lost. Doing all that bullshit, they lost. And so,
that's my point. So I'm asking you how you go ride Jordan for that, but then don't want to ride Steph Curry for that. That's all I'm asking.
listen, I'm like Isaiah Thomas said. Shit, I said Isaiah Thomas was great. Isaiah Thomas beat the Boston Celtics, he beat the Lakers, and he beat the Bulls. And so,
So he the
I
best
mean,
player of all time.
he's one of them. He's up there. I mean, you got to give him that type of credit, and people don't because he was froze out of the dream team and all kind of other shit. But you gotta put Zeke in that conversation. You have
Okay,
to
if we go, all right. So if you go there, I'm just saying because we reaching that, but because
reaching
we not looking at. No, I don't mean like that, but I'm just saying we go not let the media pump us up to who the best is.
right.
If you really want to go there for game wise, I'm going to tell you a name that most people won't even say. But there's no flaw. You can say nothing about his game. He got all the championships and he did that thing. Tim Duncan.
You got to give Tim Duncan some credit.
You
I
know
mean,
what I'm saying
I
though?
mean, you
So
got to, you got to.
I'm just saying.
And he quietly did.
So
And again, he doesn't talk. And then that's another reason why I don't appreciate LeBron being the GOAT. When a motherfucker stand in front of, I'll break the record every time, but I'm the best player. And Shaq hyped him up to do it with his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the greatest that everybody else said, you don't have to say the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, and it's not about me liking him or not. You have to be humble in winning and losing, right? Where's the grace that goes along, with being a great player and a great person? And that's why I said in the beginning, my answer is complicated because for so many reasons, you know, he's a good guy, but you can tell it's all painted and like he structured his life out great. He planned it out, he executed, rah rah to LeBron, high five to the people that are around him. But man, he a fuck ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, oh man, so I'm like you. Is he the GOAT or is he not? What? Who?
Bro.
That's
Again, okay,
crazy.
okay, okay. So
Okay,
my
I see
point,
where you at.
but my point is, every player dominated the era, right? Jordan had 6 out of 8 years set out to. Hakeem got him 2 in there. You know, Isaiah got him 2 back to back. You know, Magic got 5, right?
Mhm.
Jordan, you know, that was his thing, getting one more than Magic. You know, Bird got 2 or 3. Like, you could talk about all of these guys as the GOAT, but it's all about era, time, and place to be in. And like you just called me out on it. You said I'm somebody who's looking at the now. Right now, Steph Curry is the best player in basketball. The way he dominated last year proved it to me. Without a KD, with a Clay coming back into his own, and you know, with a bruiser and a rebounder and Draymond Green and some young guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Steph
but you
Curry is
said
that guy for me.
and he that guy for me. But I'm just saying, you just said eras. LeBron on his last leg, man. He 20 years in. Now, what's crazy? Now, I'm just gonna give you another something we can add to it, and I really need to look that up. He been in the league 20 years. How many of those years was losing seasons? Because all of them ain't been winning.
I mean, shit. For a
Because
while,
he went to the
he was in the
finals like
finals.
9.
Yeah, I was just
That's
gonna
my
say
point. That's my point. That was after he went to Miami.
he bounced
That's
around a little
4.
bit. Yeah,
That
went to
was 4.
Miami, 3 years in Miami. Went back to Cleveland, went a couple of years,
It
right?
was
When they
4
going
years in
back and
Miami,
forth
right?
with, huh?
It was 4 years in Miami.
4 years in Miami. They went to the finals all 4 years. Lost once, lost twice.
No, they lost twice. They lost that. They remember the first year they didn't get it. That was Dallas took that one. Then they won 2 in a row.
No, did they go against? They
They,
went. No, they beat OKC one of them years, right? Yeah, because
I said they
A
won
young
2 in a row. They won.
OKC team went with Harden, KD, and Westbrook.
That's what I'm saying. And then they beat San Antonio,
Okay,
right? And then that fourth year, they got beat. That's when LeBron left and went back to Cleveland,
right,
right? So
right.
that's 5 because then he got one in Cleveland. Then they went to the okay, they got one in Cleveland, and then the next 2 years, that's when Golden State came
Yeah,
because he was
but
just
they
getting to the
played them.
finals.
Right, right.
They played them, so they go all them. See what I'm saying? But before that, it probably adds up to about 10, 11,
Man, he
and a
played
lot.
a lot.
Okay, so
He got a lot of
he
playoff
got some
games
good
under his belt.
basketball.
I mean,
Yeah, he got some good basketball.
again, man,
I
just
can't knock the dude, man. Like you
no,
said,
you
I'm with
can't.
you. Yeah, I mean, his basketball game is decent. He all right. But when you add in all that other stuff, that's what makes him the GOAT. He has his basketball game at best. Like I said, I want to say top 3, but now talking about it, like you said, really looking at his game without needing other people and all that, he probably he in the top 10. He in the top 10. Because like I said, I can put Tim Duncan.
I
I
think
can
he.
put
Right.
Tim Duncan
I agree
ahead
with
of
you
him
about that, Tim Duncan. And if, until you said it, I didn't even. I was sleeping. I
because he
guess.
quiet and he didn't get that
Yeah,
pub that you know what I mean. But
yeah.
his game spoke for itself.
Game spoke for itself. So I would say my Mount Rushmore right now would be. Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh my
ooh, so
goodness.
that's top 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My Mount Rushmore would be. I guess LeBron knocks Magic off my Mount Rushmore. I mean, because Magic. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, who I'm gonna take
Let me
out?
hear. Let me
All
hear.
right.
Let me hear who you got. Let me
I
hear
was
who you
gonna
got.
say Steph, Isaiah, Jordan, LeBron would be my
Mm,
would be my Mount
mm,
Rushmore. But I got to take somebody off there
mm.
because I mean, how do I leave Magic out? You know,
Magic ain't you. He know mine. So I mean, I got Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, and Shaq.
Shaq, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, Shaq was dominant, bro. That's
Shaq was
something. That's a
dominant,
discussion for another day. We gonna definitely have that discussion for
man.
another day. Ain't
Shaq.
okay. I just said, man. Hey, our Mount Rushmore ain't got to look like yours.
No, no.
I'm just
But how you
saying.
gonna bring
Hey,
Tim Duncan up and then don't put him on your Mount Rushmore?
Shaq is only on mine for because I got 3 scores. Shaq is on mine for being dominant. If I was good, if it was like that, I I would have put Olajuwon ahead of Tim Duncan. But I'm just when you said best of all time, I'm just saying we just strictly talking basketball without none of the hype and all that. Everybody leave Tim Duncan out, but Tim Duncan was giving you 25 and 10 every night his career with 4 championships. So
Yeah.
it's just my point
And he
is you
did it
can't
on
really
Shaq.
leave him out of
So
your argument.
and he did most of that on Shaq. So I don't
But
understand
Shaq was getting his though.
how he doesn't make the
Damn, you ain't lying. I
how
hear
Tim Duncan doesn't make the cut.
you. Right.
I might have to
I,
take Isaiah off mine, man, and put Tim Duncan. I think because you made me open my eyes a little bit. Tim
I'm
Duncan.
just saying, Tim Duncan was that dude.
How do I not put Kareem on there? Oh no, I got to reevaluate my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay, I would
let's
say Steph.
we're gonna do a show on Mount Rushmore.
Man, we're gonna have to,
Let's stay
man.
on LeBron right now, but we're gonna definitely do a show about Mount Rushmore so we can really think about it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
because
got some
I got to
people
look
that,
at the
that
stats, man. But right, just want to give a shout out from the nosebleeds, man, to LeBron James. You know the man that he is. You know the people that he's elevated, the lives that he's elevated. You know, like I said, cheers to LeBron, man. You know, job well done, King.
yeah, I don't know about King, but LeBron, yeah. Straight up shout out for sure. And keep trying to push the score up. I hope you get back to doing some winning, man, because I don't like you losing, bro. If you're gonna
Man, he
lose, you might as
definitely
well go on
losing.
every time.